push up the door?
I don't think it matters. Alright, this is my audience. What a lovely group of people they are. Alright.
Hi, my name is Drew Baker, and before I get started, I'm going to share a few numbers with you guys. So the 2013 League of Legends World Championship had just over 32 million viewers. To give you an idea just how big of a number that is, the most recent World Series had just over 13 million viewers daily, and the Super Bowl had just over 100 million views. So for a sport or scene that's only been around for 5 years, 32 million viewers is pretty good. And how many of you stayed up until 3 in the morning to watch the most recent World Championship? Yeah. Yeah, so did I. So I'm going to be talking to you about why these numbers are important. I'm going to be talking to you about how eSports is going to have success in an international market. Specifically, I want to talk about how eSports has developed from just local tournaments to international championships, what its current state is in the market, and where it's going to be in the future. So the first thing that I'm going to cover is how eSports has developed into an international market. And eSports was first popularized in South Korea, 1998, with StarCraft 2. And this is a good example this game is a good example of how eSports can be conceptualized as a modern sport. Using Alan Gottman's model on how sports are conceptualized, this one right here.
Visually, pass it around.
StarCraft 2 features an organizational play, which makes it unique from other video games. And it has a competitive nature, which is relatively characterized in your traditional sports. And this competition led to tournaments, which developed into professional leagues, organized teams, and a large fan base. However, eSports didn't really get into the international scene until 2011 with the development of Internet Protocol Television, or streaming. In the Journal of Undergraduate Research and Communication, live online video casting is considered to be the largest proponent to the growth in viewership in international eSports, which is led by Twitch TV. So next I'm going to be talking about what the current state is of eSports. In relation to the modern sports, the current state of eSports in an international scene is actually pretty astonishing. Dong-In Lee in the Journal of Research said that 65% of people are gaming participants, and then 60% of these people actually play their game in a competitive nature, which is a lot of people. And this goes to show that the target market for eSports on an international scale is huge. And this directly correlates with viewership. For example, the overall viewers for the eSports championships last year was over 70 million viewers. So that's Dota 2, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, all of those games. Over 70 million viewers. Compare this to the Super Bowl, which had 110 million viewers, and the FIFA World Cup, which had 190 million viewers. Now, specifically compared to soccer, which is also an international sport, having just under a third of those viewers for these competitions in a sport that's been around for 5 years is really good. And this just shows how much success it's been having in the market. But the biggest factor for esports success in an international market is digital media and online streaming, like I had mentioned before. Twitch TV has over 34 million viewers a month, which is larger than any other streaming service in the market, including ESPN's. This practically gives esports a monopoly on internet protocol television. And how this breaks esports up from your modern sport is the ability to give its viewers a personal interaction with the players that they like to watch. So on Twitch TV, viewers can directly communicate or chat online with the players that they're watching, and directly connect to those teams that they like, which is something that modern sports can't really do. And as a result, this influences these viewers to continue to follow the scene. Finally, I want to talk about how all of these has helped predict the future of esports. Martin Wyatt, who is the event organizer for Gfinity, says that as technology advances, viewers have a better opportunity to interact with the teams and players that they watch. It becomes a lot easier for them to do that. In addition to this, the games themselves also develop, which is an advantage that esports has over modern sports, is that they can continue to develop and attract new viewers. In addition to this, esports championships have started to sell out stadiums larger and larger over the last few years, and have developed a professional base. And as a response to this professionalism, companies and sponsors start to invest in this. They've started investing in training facilities and even arenas. There's an arena that's been being developed in the UK that's specifically for esports. So as the scene grows, so does the infrastructure that helps support and establish esports as an international market. Finally, society itself is propelling our culture in the direction towards international success for esports. Cal Jonasson, who is with the Department of Sports Studies at Malmö University in Sweden, says that as societal values change, esports could be seen as a more civilized sport as compared to football, basketball, which is more aggressive and yeah. So in summary, I covered how esports developed into an international scene, what its current state is, and how it's going to have future success. I can imagine in the future how esports are going to have these massive arenas that are built all across the country with the same stature as some of our football stadiums do today. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.